All right, we'll get started. We'd like to welcome Ludvig Aberg into the interview room here at the Worldwide Technology Championship. Ludvig, after 2 weeks off, you're ready to get started here at the Worldwide Technology Championship. Just an opening comment on being here in Cabo and your initial impressions of the golf course.
Yeah, it was quite nice to get a few weeks off to kind of recharge the batteries a little bit after a long stretch, but obviously I love Cabo. We played a college event here a couple of years ago, and I love the area, and the golf course is really good. It's challenging at some spots where it's fairly wide off the tee, but then you get into the greens where you have some tricky runoffs, and you definitely need to place your ball with your second shot. So it's going to be a challenge, but it looks great. Condition is really good, so looking forward to a good challenge.
You mentioned you feel recharged. You finished in the top 15 in each of your last 6 starts worldwide. How's the confidence in your game, especially knowing that you're well rested coming into this week?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm playing well. I've been playing well for a while, and at this point, it's more about feeling fresh and feeling recharged. And I can feel the last couple of days in Vegas that I was getting a little bit tired, but it's a part of it, and it was nice to get a few days where I didn't even touch my clubs. So ready to go here and looking forward to a good week.
All right, we'll get started right here in the front.
So Ludvig, I mean, this is not the first time you get this question, but I met you in May at the NCAA finals.
Yeah.
Then I saw you at the Ryder Cup, and now you're here as one of the favorites this week, no? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, can you take us through the highlights or the turning points in the last 5 months? I mean, what happened? So.
Yeah, I think a lot happened since we spoke in Scottsdale, but it's been unbelievable. It's been so much fun to be able to do this, and I almost have to pinch myself in the arm every morning when I wake up and actually, realize that this is what I do. So I'm super fortunate, and obviously, I think Rome was one of the highlights of not only the last few months, but over my last 20 years. So obviously, I loved it. It was so cool, and it's something that I'll never forget.
And another thing, I think you've been to Cabo before. I mean, you played here. I mean, kind of your memories of playing the collegiate and playing in this area, mm-hmm. and what is your favorite about this area?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Cabo Collegiate was one of my favorite college events that we played. BA and Mark Anthony did a great job of hosting that event, and we still keep in touch. We had a dinner on Monday, so they really take care of us, and I really enjoyed my time here. But it's really cool to be back. Kind of got flashbacks as I walked through the airports, but. The golf course is a bit different. It's a little trickier, this one, I would say, where you have some runoffs around the green areas and a little bit more strategy involved. But, I think that's a good thing. That's what you want as a player. You want it to be challenging, and that's why I'm looking forward to this week.
Ludvig, coming into this week, number 99 in the FedEx Cup, I'm sure one of your goals in this FedEx Cup fall was to finish in the top 125, improve that status for next year. Mm-hmm. Which it looks safe to do. What are you looking to get out of, I don't know what your schedule is coming up, you mentioned RSM too, but out of these next couple of starts before the end of the year? Yeah,
like you said, ever since I started playing these events, it's all about been trying to improve your status, and I was super fortunate to be able to know a little bit my schedule when I turned pro, but it's all about been trying to improve it, try to get better, and I think I'll be able to use these last 2 events to do the same thing. I feel like there's a lot of milestones, there's a lot of things you can always try to get to, and that's the same way for me. So all I try to do is prepare as good as I can, and then Seattle is one of my favorite places in the world, so really looking forward to that. And obviously Cabo is a nice spot too.
So Ludvig, your first impressions of the golf course, and do you see Tiger's imprint in some of the holes, and what would that be? No?
Yes. I mean, I think my first impression when I played the front 9 was some really good holes, some really strong holes, mixed with some of the easier. You have one, which is a reachable par 5, and then you have a few strong par 4s with, a drive and a mid to long iron. So I could definitely see, because Tiger was so good with his irons and his approach play, I can definitely see him enjoying this kind of golf where you have to put the ball you know, and the right tiers on the greens, and, you know, place the ball, not necessarily going for the pin all the time, but put yourself in a good spot. So I can definitely see that. But, you know, I really enjoy it. I think it's great, and it'll be cool to see a tour event on this course.
All right, I think those are all the questions we have. Thank you for your time, Ludvig, and best of luck this week.
Thank you.